Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I want to show you another cool thing to do with alcohol inks. Now, all I have is a piece of mixed media paper. You can use watercolor, Bristol, whatever you have. And I put a coat of Mod Podge uh, gloss on it. Now, you can use white school glue. You can use whatever you have. You can use regular Mod Podge, but I put the gloss because it gives it a little bit more, let's see, sheen. So it makes it a little bit more glossy. But you can use gel medium, whatever you have. And all I'm going to do is take some of my ink, my alcohol ink. Let's do blue. And I'm going to do a drop. And you can see it starting to spread out. And I'm going to kind of move it around. Just like that. Nothing too fancy. Grab my alcohol ink. My alcohol. I'm going to take my alcohol. I'm going to take a little bit and drop it right in the middle. And then just give it a little bit more of a tap and blow it. Why not? And if you want to be fancy, you can do a drop over here. Pick another color and give it a drop. You want it to be organic. See how that's kind of, of course, I'm moving it around a little bit, but you want, for the majority of it, you don't want to use any tools to make it spread out. This is fun to do on an ATC card. And let's do some other colors. Let's do purple. Put purple on the, look at that going. Ooh. Oh yeah. I didn't even do anything on that. It's just spreading on its own. Look at that. And I'll just help it a little bit and just give it a roll. I'm not going to put any alcohol on that because I really dig the way that looks. Okay, what other color can we do? Let's do orange, and then we'll do red. Orange, just do a little bit of alcohol, just touch it. Just to make it blow out a little bit more. Yeah, maybe I'll do orange over here and I'll do 2. And put a big drop of alcohol. And leave it go out like that. Again, if it starts going one area too much, and you're going to see what we're going to do with this, but just kind of, I want it to be not necessarily round in a circle, but kind of. Kind of. Oh, I wonder if I put, no, I'm going to wait. Let me do some red. Do a drop. Do 2 drops. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm not even going to touch it. Not going to touch it. But I'm going to do a red one over here. And I'm going to touch that one with a couple alcohols. A couple alcohol drops. You can mix colors. You can use as many colors as you want. I'm just going to kind of roll it, roll it, roll it. And you can see, you can just go nuts and go everywhere. You can do, so it has a little bit of, and you could put a couple drops. I'm going to try one more thing here while I'm sitting here. And you can see the glossy paper helps. It doesn't absorb it in. Wonder if I, let me do like this. Let's see if it'll run like paint. Let's do yellow again. I'm just going to drop it and see what happens. See if it'll run in where I put the alcohol, which it should. Looks like it is. Yeah. See how I kind of helped it a minute? All right. Now you can see obviously it looks like a bunch of blobs. I'm not digging that one as much, so I'm going to take a little bit of alcohol and just kind of put it there. And I'm going to take some more. If you have the blending solution, of course, use that. And then move this around because I really didn't care for that one. Oh, it's going to be a big one. Okay, not hating, not hating. Then I'm going to take this lettuce, it's called lettuce. I'm just going to do some drops of green. You don't have to do this. I know you guys are waiting for the faux alcohol ink with acrylic paint. You guys are waiting so patiently. That'll be next. Just figured I'd do this while I have it out. And you can see I really don't have to do too much. Obviously it goes where the paper's bending, but I'm just going to put some here. Tap it all the way around. All right, now I'm going to put my ink away. I mean my alcohol away. Make sure the lids are on my ink because, whoosh, see, I even dropped my alcohol. Good thing I put the lid on it. I'm going to take my heat gun real quick because this dries so fast. Now, obviously, you can do the whole page, right? Just put tons and tons of colors down. I'm just going to dry it real quick. Literally, it takes a second. And if you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have your hair dryer, say it with me. Go to the thrift store. They always have them for a couple bucks. A heat gun is usually used to emboss, as well as dry, but you know, you don't have to have it if you're not going to emboss. If you just want to dry, use your hair dryer. All right, so then I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to take a black marker. Now, of course, you can use corresponding marker colors, like if you have yellows or oranges or blue, whatever you want. But I'm just going to use black so you guys can see. I can't find my Sharpie right now, so I'm going to use my one here. Try to use water proof. You can use black acrylic paint as well, or any color acrylic paint. It really doesn't matter. And we'll start with this one right here. And what I'm going to do, see, it needs to dry a little bit more. It's a little still sticky, but I'm just going to go with that. And I'm just going to kind of follow. You know, putting my own little twist. I can do in there, and I can always put another color in there. So you see how we're getting, and this can be, so it's kind of like watercolor. The same with this. And I like to over outline, if that's called anything. I don't know. You know, I don't like to just follow. And you can use paint, you can use, you know, whatever. But you see what I'm saying? I'm just doing this one here to give you guys ideas. See, so can you imagine if the whole page was flowers? You know, with these, you can make all this flowers. Like this, you know. Kind of like a daffodil. A daffodil? Is it called daffodil? And then that's its stem. And you don't have to put anything in the middle. This is like a mum. Oh, you can use silver, gold, whatever, copper. But you see what I'm saying? Here's another one. This kind of looks like lily. See how it has the shape? And then we have another one here, like a little mum. I mean, your imagination is the only thing that's going to limit you. This kind of looks like leaves. Let's this blue one, another cool one. And if you don't want to outline it, don't. You know, giving it a little highlight there. You can see like this is could be the middle. Mistakes turn into deliciousness. This is like the fuzzy stem going that way. And the more you draw on these to make flowers, the more flowers you see, if that makes sense. Again, it's like the fuzzy part of the stem, and then just pull it down. So you can see, you can continue going on and on and on. Another highlight there, and you could put more colors. So you get this really cool looking organic kind of flower thing. And again, keep going. Keep going. You can do maybe another blue one. And you see, it's just, you're just kind of putting it down. And when you have that gloss background, and like I said, it's just gessoed in a sense, but you don't want to use gesso because gesso's chalk and this will soak in. You know, you can use a little bit of water, put a little bit of water on your finger if you want. You can also take a little paintbrush, excuse me, and then wet it, and then you can kind of pull it. Kind of if you want it a certain way. And it's just going to give you shadow and, you know, pull that color because the alcohol ink dries very quickly. Do you see how you get a lighter color? And if it dry, I should have hit it a little faster before it dried, but we'll do a little bit more and look how that goes. And I'm just going to pull it. And I just pull it out. Now this is a little less organic, I guess, but it depends on how OCD you are. I'm OCD, you know, leaving like these, it gets a little rough for me sometimes, but like, you know, like I said, you can go back and add middles to it. You can take, let me show you. Like on this one, for instance, you can do just some dots, right? Because they're like little seed pods. Again, you can use your alcohol ink or whatever. So you can really, you know, you can really play around and make it whatever way you want. Maybe you want this, you know, to be a little bit of the middle and then put dots. Doesn't matter. Maybe you want something like this where you want to draw and make like the, you know how it always has the little, like that. You see how it just comes to life? Add some highlights with some white. Oh, you can just have a blast. So I hope that this helps you guys a little bit with some more things to do with alcohol ink. Like I said, you know, if I get this, let me just show you. So before it dries, because that's bothering me. Although that's going to be fine when it's dry because I can use that as the middle. I'll just see if I can get it here. Of course, the water is going to run because water runs, and I like it. And it pushes that color around. I just want it dry enough to write on. Okay, so you see, and then we can take our marker or pen or whatever you're using, and this becomes a cool middle. And you can even take white and put it in there, and then just make this, you know, and then put green down there and make that your flower, and take white and dot it, and oh, so much stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, I'm going to take this, I'm going to dot it, and I'm going to add water. So you guys can see, because I know some of you don't like working with the alcohol because of the scent, and I get it. So I'm just going to add that water, and then roll it. You can see it's rolling all the way down there. If you don't like that, it's rolling, rolling, rolling. Dab it. You can rinse your brush off. Sometimes you just got to learn to go with it. Do you know what I'm saying? And just take it as it comes. But you see, you know, you play with it a minute, you know, and then you can just go in and make it whatever way you want. And it turns, wipe your pen off, like the sides, just in case any glue or anything gets on it. And you just play and you just keep going. And like if I had, you know, I'd sit here and do the whole thing. But it's a lot of fun and it's very organic, and you can do this with paint as well and do it with the kids. But this is just a fun little thing to do. And you can see how abstract it is. That's what it is, essentially, is abstract flowers. And you can do the whole thing, and you have this beautiful, colorful, you can make it into a card. You could put a tag on front, happy birthday, or miss you, or whatever. You can make this as an ATC card. Oh, the background. Oh, the fun, the fun, the fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you share me around like I'm your loose friend. And you know, if you're not already and you would like to be, please subscribe. The subscribe button is down below, as well as a little bell to click so you will get notified when I upload. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Make one of these and do a random act of kindness for somebody and send it to them and make their day. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.